this morning. And most importantly, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Joe Robbins.
Good morning, and thank you for honoring the victims of the horrible tragedy that occurred 2 years ago today. For me, no anniversary is more terrible than the one that marks the death of my son, Quentin Robbins. That said, the anniversary of the loss of a spouse, a parent, a sibling, or best friend for those affected is no less troubling. This kind of brokenness can never, ever explain, nor will this pain ever completely go away. Our grief is different in many ways. However, it is the same in the way that the family and friends of those 58 lives that were so brutally taken have changed forever. For a resilient community such as ours, no anniversary is more terrible than the one that recalls how your neighbors and guests were wantonly slain, even while their hearts were singing out in joy as they listened to live music with their friends and loved ones. How is it that anyone should perish in such circumstances? How is it that our families, this community, and the community's guests should suffer as we have? We all lost whatever innocence we had that horrific nightmare of an evening on 1 October 2017. The world is indeed an unimaginably frightful place at times. What does one do with such loss? What does one do with the grief? It certainly helped that the Vegas Strong community and people around the nation demonstrated their love and support in many thoughtful ways. I, for one, never felt such an outpouring of love. The community has been there for us in our time of despair. I cannot express my gratitude enough for the support we continue to receive. A loss of a loved one is a loss, and there is no way to replace those that have moved on from this life. All that can be done is to support one another, to love one another, and that has been my family's experience, and I believe the experience of many families affected by that day. None of us want those who lost to be forgotten. Many, if not all of us, would like to channel this dreadful experience into something beneficial, something that helps make our society a better place. There is so much anger, evil, and sorrow in the world, and we must do our part to make life better for others. We must be the good. Tens of thousands of acts of kindness have been performed, countless events have been held, dedications have been made, and several families have created foundations, as did we. All to respect, remember, and honor the 58 lives that were gone too soon. My son Quentin was 20 years old when he was taken from us. Born and raised in Henderson, Nevada, he was an athlete, playing multiple sports, loved the outdoors, and loved activity involving family and friends. Quentin certainly loved sports, and as a Henderson City Recreation employee, he was able to indulge his passion. He enjoyed coaching young kids to play football, baseball, and basketball. He enjoyed seeing kids excel and having a great time. It was his passion for sports and for helping others that led to the creation of the Quentin Robbins Play It Forward Foundation. The foundation supports local athletes with scholarships to continue their education and supports various forms of youth sports for the community that he loved and the schools that he attended. In addition, subsidizing youth programs for the less fortunate kids to have experiences that were unattainable before. It's the sort of work that I know Quentin would be very happy and proud. It is our pleasure and honor to do this work in his memory. On a day like this, I would like all of us to commit to making our community a better place. In ways large and small, We should do all that we can to turn loss and despair into something more emotionally positive. Let us show love and support for our neighbors. Let us try to be more understanding and more compassionate. Let us try to create a better place to live in whatever ways we are able. In our sorrow, I understand that we may not always be up to it, but we must try. We must try because that's what Quentin, my son, and all the other 57 lives we lost that day would want. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak today and for the compassion that has been expressed in so many ways. We are Vegas strong. In closing, I ask that we respect the 58 by asking you to join me in observing 58 seconds of silence. Thank you.
Spirit.